Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with a cheesy compilation of pro games. We're going to start off with a game between SortOf and Kelazhur on Honor Grounds, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Kelazhur from Root Gaming. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is SortOf. So these players have played against each other time and time again on my channel and elsewhere. For sure, they know each other extremely well. So if you haven't been here, this is a collection of short games that I pulled from WCS Austin 2017. Just the short ones, like ones that are maybe 5 to 6 minutes, possibly shorter than that, hopefully not longer than that. I did not watch them in advance, so I'm not sure quite what we're getting into. But hopefully the idea is that we get some short strategies, some cheesy type strategies coming in from these players to cause one of them to lose really fast. In StarCraft 2, I mean, 5-6 minutes isn't as fast as it used to be. Like in Heart of the Swarm, that meant you just got absolutely rocked hard and fast. But in Legacy of the Void, I mean, it's not necessarily the case. 5 minutes can actually be a fairly standard attack timing, but we'll see. We'll see who is going to go ahead and lose here quickly in this first game. And so far, I don't see any sign that anybody's doing crazy cheese. It's a pull first from SortOf. He has an extractor up as well. Now he's expanding at about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Again, nothing too weird there. This barracks is finishing, and I know that Kelazhur loves his Reapers. So do we have a Reaper coming out of this barracks? And we do. And we do, in fact, have a Reaper coming out of this barracks. So, as tradition dictates, we will name the Reaper. For those of you who don't know, you can submit your own Reaper names in the comments of videos just like this one. Tell me what you think a Reaper should be named, and I'll add it to the list. If I have too many, I'll tell you to stop. Sometimes that happens, but right now we're in pretty much open season. So this is Private Hudson from the movie Aliens. After dealing with xenomorphs in the events of the movie and supposedly dying at the end, he escapes LV-426 and ends up signing in for the Reaper program. During Reaper spam of life, some of the most iconic, some of the most iconic quotes gotta be played by Falcon Paladin's sweet voice. Keeping the game over, man. Game over for the grand finale. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. He is such a great actor. Yes, indeed, portrayed by Bill Paxton. Not a lot of lines for people, for secondary characters in the Aliens movie, as it turns out. But this is Private Hudson here. Moving on down. Is this Reaper just going to straight up win this game? I don't know. I mean, so far, I really don't see any sign that someone's just going to straight up die here. There's a single link from SortOf. Walking in to see what is going on. He's going to see the factory, see the barracks. This looks incredibly standard here for a ZVT, but you know what? We can be surprised. Can be surprised by some certain things here. There are 4 roaches on the way from SortOf, so that's good. The Reaper's a little bit late. Private Hudson a little bit late here scouting, but he does see a hatch, so nothing too crazy there at all. He doesn't know about the roach warren, though. I think he wants to get that. Okay, now he knows about it because roaches just popped. All right, so roaches popped. And these are quick roaches. It turns out from SortOf, this could just be a really fast 2-base roach timing here. Has he stopped making drones? It looks like he stopped making drones. He's going roaches. He's going lings. He's probably going to turn these guys into Ravagers at some point and just go assault the front door of Kelazhur. Now, Kelazhur did scout this with a Reaper, which is incredibly good news. Is he going the wrong way? Is SortOf trying to go to the top left here? Or has he scouted? He's scouted that corner. He knows that Kelazhur isn't there. Okay, so he is, in fact, now coming up to the top right corner with speedlings, which Private Hudson is not a fan of. This guy does not like what he sees. Walling up, additionally, here's Kelazhur. He's got a bunker. He really should be getting a tank, I feel like, but he's not. Instead, he's going for Stim, which is not going to be done anytime soon here, unfortunately for him, but the Ravagers are starting to morph in. I don't know where. Oh, just kind of on this ramp here as the blue swarm is heading on up. We're going to see this game end very quickly now. If SortOf can kill Kelazhur at this point, he's going to go ahead and win it. If he can't, he's probably just going to go right on home and call it good and pretty much probably tap out. So here we go. Roaches, Ravagers, and I believe, was it Nurchio that came up with this build? This little Roach Ravager quick 4-minute. Hey, you have stuff at your front door, man. How you going to do? Ling's going after these Marines that are outside of the bunker. The Ravagers going after the bunker that is full of Marines, and pretty good micro here. Crocibile landing. The bunker does end up falling, and suddenly there are 3 roaches and 3 Ravagers and a Roach here against a handful of Marines. Okay, he's not completely defenseless. There are 10 Marines here. Stim is almost done. SortOf is forced to back out at this point in time. Crocibile is trying to land and hit, but again, that can be dodged pretty darn easily if you're a Terran player. And the SCVs are trying to meat shield here, which is what you got to do, right? He still has the lead. It's still 25 to 21 harvesters compared to SortOf's. Crocibile's landing not doing the greatest damage here. And actually, I don't see... Oh, wait, we do have a big old swell of lings coming up just now outside of the main base, trying to kill that reactor to stop this marine production. The factory making a tank here as well. Oh, the bunker was under construction. It looks like SortOf was able to kill the SCV building that bunker. 10 SCVs have been killed. Ravagers, rather, taken down supply depots. The reactor's gone here as well. Overlord providing high ground spot. The lings, here come all the lings. Lings rolling on in, trying to kill all of these marines. Corrosive bile, they do get the tank, and now it's lings and Ravagers versus just SCVs. It looks like SortOf's going to be successful with this attack, you guys. There was a single marine inside that bunker, but now the bunker is gone, and now the marine is gone, and there's not a lot of stuff here for SortOf, but it is more stuff than Kelazhur has, as it turns out. It's 53 to 26 total supply, and that's a good game from Kelazhur. Kelazhur is defeated, and SortOf takes game number 1 with a little 4-minute Roach Ravager Speedling push. Again, cut a lot of workers to make that happen. That's why this is cheese. If he doesn't win with this, and Kelazhur is able to stabilize off 2 base, when SortOf's on 2 base, it's pretty much just going to be a win for Kelazhur. But SortOf got here, didn't catch Kelazhur by surprise. Kelazhur defended that pretty well, but it just wasn't enough. The tank not enough, the marines not enough, the stim not enough, the bunker not enough. So, I want to see somebody actually hold this. See how to do that exactly. But that's game 1 of our cheesy compilation from the pros. We'll be back with game number 2 in just a second. Welcome back to the Pro Cheesy compilation. This one will be a game between Cham and Pey-Peely on Proxima Station, the Ladder Edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Pey-Peely. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Cham. All right, so some ZVP cheese here. We have a very early probe moving out for Pey-Peely. Like, before anything else, this probe is moving across the map here. Could this be a straight-up cannon rush from Pey-Peely against Cham? Again, 2 pro players that maybe aren't as well known, I would say. Pey-Peely has a bigger following than Cham does, I would say. But we'll see. Drone coming out, trying to get that hatch down first. The probe, just chucks down the pylon and keeps moving. Doesn't even bother trying to block it with his body. Is he going to get this one too? No! Nope, the hatch does go down for Cham in the safer location, but Cham really wanted to expand at his front door first to spread creep. Oh, Pey-Peely, you're so mean. You are so mean sometimes. All right, what do we got? Do we have a Nexus first out of Pey-Peely? He is... He's absolutely going Nexus first here against Cham. Also doing some mineral line harassment. If there is a worker getting minerals from a mineral field and no other worker can use it. So Pey-Peely is doing this. Oh, until Pey-Peely picks up minerals and then it's over. Then the fun is gone. Extractor spawning pool coming in here for Cham. That's about a 16 spawning pool, I would say. Going to saturate this extractor real fast. No, Cham, what are you doing? There we go. Moving some drones over, got 2 and possibly 3 unless he just wants 2, which I'm not really familiar with. Why do you only have 2 workers, Cham? Did you get confused? Possibly got confused. This scouting pro for Pey-Peely is absolutely wonderful, though. Getting all the information all the time, is not getting killed at all. Has taken some damage, has taken 15 of the 20 points of health gone. Second assimilator done for Pey-Peely, and man, that gateway is on its way, but is not done yet. It is not done yet. Pey-Peely is definitely holding off on this tech. I mean, that's a 2-minute cyber core, which seems a little bit late. A little later than normal, that's for sure. 19 to 21 harvesters. Pey-Peely has a lead. It's only going to grow at this point in time. Once that second Nexus pops and that double chrono boost, sweet double chrono boost is available. Overlord moving in here for Cham, just all going across the map. He does see the late cyber core, which should tell Cham that, in fact, that Nexus back there that you can't see is done. Oh, this probe is still trying to block this third base location now for Cham, but the Ling shows up and the probe decides to run for it before the Ling can actually catch him and murder him. All right, Cybercore's done, Pey-Peely. What's your follow-up? What is your follow-up, tech friend? The answer is going to be something. Where can you even build stuff? Is this the only pylon where you can build stuff? Is this probe still doing things? This probe is still trying to scout and does scout the Roach Warren before it dies. Nicely done. Nicely done, probe. And here it is. Stargate. Stargate opening out of the Pey-Peely. And chrono boosting out the warp gate, as well as having a zealot trying to lock down his front door so no lings can get on through here, which is something you need to worry about for sure. All right, so Roaches versus Stargate, generally not a favorable thing for a Zerg and a ZVP, just because Void Rays are good against Roaches, Oracles not bad against Roaches and Ravagers either. And Corrosive Bile is the only anti-air that Ravagers have, and it's pretty easy to dodge with both of those units. So we'll see if that's what we get from Pey-Peely, or if he's just going to go ahead and start Phoenix production, which is not as much of a concern, I would say, for Cham. at this stage of the game. Mothership core to the front door. Going to go ahead and actually moving out. Mothership core moving out across the map. Where are you going? I don't like this. I don't like this late move out. Okay, just patrolling back and forth across the front door to this third base, which is not there yet, but we'll be there eventually. Adept moving out across the map for Pey-Peely, and it is an Oracle coming out. More gateways on the way for Pey-Peely as well. So, somebody suggested the name 12, which is in honor of Doctor Who's 10th season starting a few weeks ago. Described as smart, brooding, divisive, polarizing, but patient he is not. He has modified his sonic screwdriver to a pulsar beam, his sonic sunglasses to view the battlefield with revelation, and his knowledge of time to create stasis wards. He is not to be taken lightly. So this is 12. Holy smokes, what is this? Nidus Worm! How did I miss the Nidus Worm? That's a lair. That is a lair from Cham. Things got a little bit more interesting. 12. Okay, 12's coming back to defend. What is there even to defend here? Triple pylon immediately coming up. Oh, trying to wall it off so nobody can get out. Queens, roaches, everybody's here. The gang's all here. All the probes trying to be like, what up? Help us. Help us. Roaches and queens. Photon overcharge is up on one of these pylons. Transfuses keeping that queen alive. A Void Ray joining the party as well. Queen's getting that Void Ray out of there. There are so many things dying here. Queen's getting killed, which is nice. Photon overcharge. The Oracle 12 is here to fight battles as well. Does end up getting sniped down by a queen. Unfortunately, queen can't get the mothership core. No, Pey-Peely moves it on out. Roaches here inside your house. This reminds me of horror films. Get out, say the police. We've traced the calls coming from inside your house. There are roaches inside your house. Oh, they depower the Stargate. No more Void Rays for you. Probes here, forced to fight as well. Never a good thing. There is a Zealot mixed in, but man, Zealot versus Roach, not a great battle. Adepts as well out, and that's it. Pey-Peely with a good game. Pey-Peely is defeated, and Cham is victorious in 5 minutes and 27 seconds. I thought Pey-Peely reacted that probably as well as he could. Threw those pylons up, got a Void Ray out, had an Oracle sneaking around there as well. Pulled the probes, had the Mothership Core fighting. I mean, the Mothership Core did end up killing quite a few units with Photon Overcharge. I mean, what did we lose here in this game? 3 roaches, 4 lings, and 4 queens. So, I mean, it was a good defense, but not enough. Handful of roaches left, so many probes dead, and no way to kill the roaches that are inside the main base, and that's going to be it. So, that's it for Game 2 between Cham and Pey-Peely. We'll be back with yet another entry into the Pro Cheesy Compilation in just a second. Welcome back to Pro Cheesy Compilation, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game between Words and Massa on Belshire Vestige, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Words. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Massa. Now, you might be telling me, Falcon, I haven't heard of this guy Words. That's probably true. That's probably fair. And I have heard of Massa, so Massa's going to win, right? You know what? No. Cheese is the great equalizer, you guys. If you can't stand toe-to-toe with a player who's probably a lot better than you are, I mean, at this, I don't know, is it true? Hard to say if it's a lot better, but definitely better, right? I'd say Massa is better than Words at this stage. If you can't hang with them, then cheese. If you catch your opponent by surprise, that's a great equalizer, man. If you show up with a force they're not ready for, they're not expecting, you can win games against players that you probably shouldn't have beat otherwise. And it makes those fans so mad, right? Fans of Massa are like, what? How did you lose to Words? This guy, cheese, he's not a real player, but man, if you win, you win. That's how I feel about it here. So, I don't see any proxy stuff going on. I don't see really any sign of super cheese at this point. Massa has been known to cheese from time to time, so he might just be the one to cheese the player who is probably someone he feels is less favorable comparison to him. I'm trying to say that as nice as possible. I just wants to get the game over with as soon as possible. Red SCV scouting first, scouting way first here. Gonna see what's going on with Massa. Blue SCV for Massa scouting at some point. Are you even bothering to scout, or are you gonna expand? Checking to see, okay, looking for proxies. Massa is definitely looking for proxies here. Reaper on the way for Massa and Reaper on the way for Words. Oh, do I want to keep 2 Reaper names straight? I always struggle with this. I always struggle with keeping 2 Reaper names straight at the same time. Should I give it a shot? Yeah, you know what? We're going to do it. We have a lot of names to get through. Oh, this is too long. Some of these are too long, though. All right, we're going to go with short ones. Short names here. The blue one is going to make sense. Is going to be Jack Frost. Jack Frost's description is, congratulations, you beat the Terran campaign. And the red Reaper here will be, where is this Reaper? Red Reaper here will be Sapphiron. Not the dragon, I just like the name. So here we go, Jack Frost versus Sapphire, is it Saphiron? Saphiron? I don't know, I should probably look that up. Here we go, Jack Frost going after this SCV, building the command center for words in his natural. Gets him here. SCV versus Reaper, an interesting battle. Interesting battle choice. I like it quite a bit. Another Reaper pops out for words though, what? 2 Reapers here defending against the 1 Reaper of Jack Frost, Saphiron. I think it's Saphiron. We're going to go with that. Saphiron and his buddy. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Jack Frost, chase him way the heck out of there, and going to Kitty, charge thrown down. Patrol back and forth. Just patrol. Just go ahead and try to make sure this expansion does get up at some point here. And, oh, 2 Reapers from Massa coming in now. Surprise! Surprise, there were 2 of us. No, Saphiron and his friend are dead. SCV building the natural base, also dead. Massa might win this thing straight up. I don't see anything. There's a Hellion coming out now for words, but it's not even close to done. Killing the SCV, building the starport. Is Massa going to win this thing with 2 Reapers, you guys? It is looking really close right now. There is, in fact, a Hellion. The Reapers want to kill the Hellion so bad. And can they get... Oh, they get him. They get the Hellion. KDA charges, blowing all those workers back, doing 10 damage to each of them as they get blown into the sky. Oh, and Massa shows up with a Hellion as well. He's expanding behind this as well, you guys. Oh, Massa, that's going to be it. Well played from Words. He has nothing to stop this up inside his mineral line, and he's out. I'm rooting for you, says Matt. Oh, Words. Words, you're such a nice guy. You are such a nice guy. Ah, what a beautiful, beautiful game there by Massa. Check it out. He has an expansion. 26 workers as well. Just 2 Reapers up. Neither of them died. Jack Frost and his friend. Dude, Jack Frost had 11 kills. Well done. Good sir. Hellion mixing it up as well, getting a kill. I mean, it's rough. It's a rough go from Words. Massa made it happen. And that's it for a TVT entry to Pro Cheesy Games. We'll be back with yet another one of these in just a second. Welcome back to the Pro Cheese compilation. This one will be a game between Alexander and TLO on Belshire Vestige. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is TLO. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Alexander. So who's going to be our cheeser today? The answer is, oh, moving out with 2 SCVs. Here is Alexander. I think he's going to be our cheeser. Walling off of his front ramp, it's going to be a proxy barracks of some kind. A 3-Rax Reaper, entirely possible. Can TLO handle this? He's not scouting. He's not scouting, you guys. He's sending an Overlord up and over and trying to see what is going on here, but he's not sending a drone out whatsoever. He's going hatch first, and he's going hatch first, which just makes this more difficult for him to hold. I mean, not a ton, right? It's not insanely more difficult to hold here. Do we see any gas coming up for Alexander? No. He's saving those minerals. He wants to have enough for 2 barracks. As soon as these SCVs get here, it's close. The timing is close, and bam, gets immediately 2 barracks down on the left side, bottom corner of this map. He wants to go 3 racks. 3 racks in it, and I think maybe once the 3rd barracks comes up, once he has enough SCVs for that, then he'll build there we go. Then he'll build the barracks, and then probably start gas. I can't see him going mass marine against TLO. Reapers are much more effective, much more micro potential to make that thing happen. TLO is still not getting gas. I don't know if he can do this if he doesn't have gas. Okay, now he's getting gas. That's 16 supply. And back home for Alexander, still no Vespine gas whatsoever. Anybody moving out to scout? This Overlord might actually spot this eventually. It is heading to this left corner. Will it? Oh, it just turned. It just turned to go north. Okay, checking to make sure there are no barracks here. Good, that's fine, but you got to go a little bit further. A little bit further. It's just going to be Marines. Just Marines out of Alexander here. Okay. All right, we'll see if he can do this. Can he do this against the great TLO, one of the best Zerg players, one of the most creative Zerg players in all time? If there's ever a chance this is going to work against him, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. He hasn't even started speed yet. Trying to hold this off with a couple queens and some slow lings is going to be nigh impossible, but Zerg players don't give up hope. Don't give up hope yet. Is this a proxy SCV Marine all-in? He kept his SCVs here. 2 of them anyway, so now he comes with 3 Marines and 2 SCVs and 3 barracks that are rallied all the way over this way. And ta-da! Hey, what up? TLO does scout this about 3 seconds before it shows up at his front door. He is starting speed. He is starting a spine crawler. A bunker is coming up at the edge of the creep here. Double bunker coming up at the edge of the creep here. Slow lings against this many Marines is just not going to work out. The Queen might have to get involved. Is he going to try to break this? He's going to try to break this. He's bringing the Queen up to kill the SCV building one of the bunkers. Get out of there, SCV. Get out. And does it get picked off? No. The Queen does get it, though. The Queen does get it. So many slow lings. The micro from Alexander has to be perfect here. And the Queen does get the other SCV building the bunker. TLO's going to do this thing, you guys, with slow lings. And he does. Oh, the good game. Oh, the good game out of Alexander. Alexander is defeated and TLO is victorious. Oh, that did not go how I expected. That's why we do these. That's why we do these, you guys. Picking off the SCVs, building these bunkers, incredibly important. Scouting it like 4 seconds before it hits you, also pretty important. Just map awareness, man. Map awareness from TLO. Got some spine crawlers coming up in case the Marines decide to waltz on in here. There just weren't enough Marines, is what there weren't. And TLO immediately started making as many slowlings as he could with his larva, and it paid off. It paid off in the end. Great job there by the little one. Okay, we'll be back with more cheesy games in just a second. Welcome back, everybody, to the Pro Cheese compilation. This will be a game between Theory and Penguin on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the green Zerg player. It is Penguin. He is captain of Psystorm Gaming, an excellent organization. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the purple Protoss player. It is Theory. He chose that color just so I'd have to say purple Protoss player. That's some good alliteration. Good alliteration there, Mr. Theory. So who's going to be our winner today? Who's our cheeser? First of all, pool first here from Penguin. That's a very early pool. That's an incredibly early pool. These lings, could they just straight up win? Against Theory, it's a gateway first, so it's not a Nexus first out of our Protoss player, which is good news for him. And honestly, again, I haven't heard of Theory. But he was good enough to get invited to WCS Austin. So if you're good enough to play in WCS and qualify for that, you are not a terrible player by any stretch. You could probably beat any number of us. And by us, I mean me and someone who's listening to this with his hands tied behind his back. All right, Pro is here trying to block the hatchery for Penguin, and just so frustrating. Oh, the pylon goes down. Drone moves out. He's trying to get a hatch down somewhere. This probe, I think, is close enough to stop it, and he tries to juke down. No, turns around to fight. His drone, get out of my house. I'm trying to get an expansion here. I already have a pool down. Oh, another pylon comes up. He canceled the first one. He canceled the first one. This is delaying Penguin so much, you guys. Bunch of lings. They don't even care about the probe. They're moving out. 6 lings. Is that 6 lings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 6 lings are moving out here at 1 minute and 36 seconds. A proxy hatch on the way for Penguin as well. He got a drone inside the main base of Penguin of Theory. Probes are going to go ahead and try to knock down this hatch. That's enough, right? That is 12. Yeah, I think 11 or 12 is the number that you want there. So going to go ahead and kill that hatch. No problem. And get the drone. Can't get the drone. Some probes are pulled off the line to make sure another hatch doesn't come down. The lings are going to show up here. I don't know if this is a wall for Theory. These lings are going to help immensely. And the hatch goes down. Oh, Penguin gets 2 hatches down inside Theory's base. Lings show up. Oh, bad news. Starting a zealot, but it's probably too late for that. I don't know. All the probes pulling off the line. It's a bit of a panic move here from Theory. He's going to kill all these lings, though. Check him out. Killing several of them anyway, but there are still 5 with 2 arrivals that have just showed up. And this hatchery is going to finish. The probes, I don't know about this, you probes. I don't know about this at all. Trying to knock down that pylon. Can't they get the pylon? The zealot comes out. Okay, zealot extremely important here. Going to go ahead and easily take care of these Zerglings. Zealots just hit really hard. Can he get the wall? Oh, no, Theory didn't get the wall. Okay, now he gets the wall. 2 lings show up, but no, the pylon goes down. Another hatch coming up for Penguin as well. Zealot trying to knock down the first hatch. Lings trying to knock down the pylon that is walling things off. So additional reinforcements can't show up. Another hatchery for Penguin coming up on the right side here. Probes, they want to be mining, but they also recognize, holy smokes, there's another hatch inside my main base. This pylon gonna die. Ling can't hit it. Only 3 lings can hit it right now. That should be enough. That adept is never gonna finish at all. And suddenly this one zealot is tasked with dealing with 2 hatcheries. And that's gonna be like 10 lings. 10 lings inside your base. No, Theory. No, Theory, this is so bad. Cyber Core, maybe? I don't know. So I'm going to kill this pylon. The Ling's not quite sure what they want to attack. Mothership Core does show up. Mothership Core helping immensely here in this situation. There's a queen on the way, though, from this first hatch. That is done. The second hatch, not done yet. Pylon dead. Still can't make that adept. Still can't make the adept. Ling's pulling back to the safety of the creep. They really want this queen to come out. Come on, queen. Come on, Queen. Help us out, Queen. And Pylon does wall off and repower the gateway. So that adept is coming out now. Lings versus probes. No, Mothership Core. Come throw down a photon overcharge. And gonna get it. Gonna get the photon overcharge. You're seriously not throwing down a photon overcharge? Come on, Theory. Come on, Theory. Queen. There's the photon overcharge on that pylon. He wants this pylon at the front door to be the one that is overcharged. Okay, good choice. Queen trying to knock down that mothership core by her lonesome. There's an adept mixed in here as well. Go get the adept, save the queen. And no, the queen does get killed. Mothership core is alive. Penguin is desperate to make this thing work. I mean, not desperate, but it's completely committed to this. Pylon down, another adept, never going to come out. Too many lings. It is too many lings now. This is 23 Zerglings on the field of play. Most of them are here, I would say, inside. There's creep all over Theory's base. He can't make additional pylons, and that's it. Theory's out. Theory is defeated, and Penguin was victorious. We've seen this strategy of his before. If you search Penguin on my channel, there's one of these on, was it Echo, I want to say he did this on, and it worked extremely well against a Zerg player, or a Protoss player. Doesn't work all the time, but when it does, it's pretty fantastic. I mean, look at all this creep. This is nuts. Nuts the creep. Resources lost here. Let's do a quick check just because. About 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 here for the Protoss player and 700 for Penguin. So, I mean, he lost some things. 19 lings and a queen, but just too much. Too much Zerg. And Theory's out. So that's it for that game. We'll be back with one more. I mean, not one more. Another one. We're not done yet. We're not even close to done yet in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation of the Pros. This one is going to be a game between uThermal and Innovation on Paladino Terminal, the Ladder Edition. Yes, this is actually from Katowice 2017, not WCS Austin, but I went back and looked and saw there were a few cheesy games from Katowice, so here they are. It's a TBT between uThermal and Innovation, two very, very, very good players. Looks like uThermal is going to be the cheeser here. Double SCV moving across the map. Innovation throwing down a supply depot. Throwing down a barracks. Ooh, first barracks of uThermal is already going up. Yeah, Innovation, don't try to go command center first. Don't do it, man. He's not. He's going to go for a barracks. Oh, thank goodness for that. Okay, so second barracks going to come up for uThermal. He's getting gas. This is going to be Reapers. It's going to be Proxy Reaper here from uThermal against Innovation. I like it. I like it very much here indeed. How is this going to work out for uThermal? Innovation? Is he going to be ready for it? Not scouting. See this? I like scouting, you guys. I'm going to keep preaching this until the day I die. If you send an SCV up here, you see uThermal has nothing at home, you prepare. You prepare for what is to come, because there's definitely something to come here. This is going to be a 2-Rax Reaper. Possibly a 3. uThermal going to build one more. Thinking about it, and he is. So going to go 3-Rax Reaper against Innovation. Oh, man. He's got to be just a bundle of nerves right now. Reaper, barracks, and factory coming in here. A Reaper on the way at the same time for Innovation. So let's see how this works out here. Second Reaper on the way from uThermal. He is up. He's going to be up in Reaper count here extremely shortly. And he's just going to have to make something happen. Is what he's going to have to do. SCV going to come in. Hey, guys, I'm just coming from this area. Don't mind me. And the Reaper shows up about the same time the Innovations pops out. So this is not weird. This is maybe a little bit early here. Defensive Reaper, KD8 charge thrown down, getting those SCVs. SCVs pulled off the line. Innovation knows what this is. He knows that Reaper is too early to be anything other than a proxy. And he's going to have to be ready for this. 2 SCVs is going to be part of the battle here as well. 2 SCVs and 2 Reapers getting right in to this area. Is that a cycle? Oh, it's a Hellion. Hellion on the way from Innovation. Hopefully his control can be a little bit better than what we saw previously here from Words. But all right, it's going to be Reapers just absolutely wrecking stuff. The SCVs are dead. Mind you, SCVs that uThermal brought along are completely dead here. It's 3 Reapers in the group, bringing the wounded one to the back. Excellent job there from uThermal. KD8 charge is just exploding a little bit harmlessly there. A little bit harmlessly. 1 Reaper using the combat drugs to heal himself up. Can he get there? KD8 charge is pretty much keeping everything off the right side of this line. SCV just getting blown every which way. They just don't have any control over what's going on. SCVs are getting killed here. This is a lot of Reapers, and slowing down the income of Innovation is how you want to do this thing. If he can't be mining, he has a really hard time responding to this. There is a Hellion mixed in here, another Reaper here as well. What are we looking at? It's 6 Reapers versus 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions from Innovation. Innovation knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing here. It's 12 to 15 Harvesters. He has more Harvesters than his opponent. He knows that's the truth. He's pushing in. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Losing a couple of his Reapers there, forcing uThermal to pull back just a little bit. Dude, get back in there. I know you want to combat drugs, heal yourself back up, but I need you back in to start killing things Again, KD8 charges just on everything right now. So many SCVs have been lost. 12 SCVs have been lost for Innovation at this point in time. SCVs pulling off, trying to fight against this. Just one-shotting Hellions, basically. This is going to be it. I think uThermal's got this, and that's it. A good game out of Innovation. Innovation is defeated, and uThermal is victorious. uThermal does not want to leave the game. He is so pleased with himself at beating Innovation, the Dutch player, making it happen. We're going to have to mute you, though. I know you don't want to leave. I get it. You're very excited about your victory here. That was just well executed. Incredible micro from uThermal in that game. 376 APM on average for uThermal. 421 for Innovation. But, man, he didn't see it. He didn't see it coming. He got the Hellions, but I don't know that Hellions are that good. They might just be your best option, though. You do extra damage versus the Reapers. They're pretty fast. But, man, they just got picked off one by one. 4 Hellions and 5 Reapers killed. Innovation. uThermal didn't lose a single Reaper. What control. What control out of the Terran player. So that was a good one. Fantastic TVT there by uThermal, getting the win against a terrifying Korean Terran player, Innovation. And we'll be back with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back to more Pro Cheese. This is going to be a game between TLO and Lambo on Belshire Vestige, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is TLO. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Lambo. So Lambo versus TLO here today for you on Belshire Vestige. Should be a fantastic game between two very, very excellent players. Indeed, it's a ZVZ, which again has been said a million times. This game, this matchup, is balanced on the edge of a knife. Any one of the initial conflicts, if they go poorly for one of these players, they might just straight up lose. It's really weird that way. One Baneling hit that takes out 6 Lings instead of 2, and that's it. Like, your game is over. It's really pretty stressful when it comes right down to it. So we'll see. We'll see who's going to be the player that might lose this thing fast, and who's going to be the cheeser. And hey, check it out. TLO going pool first, hatch first here out of Lambo, which again is not as crazy as it used to be before the starting worker count was increased to, shoot, is it started at 14? I think it starts at 14. How do I not know that? My brain sometimes. Extractor on the way here from the Lambos. Already gas pouring in for TLO out of this extractor. 6 Lings immediately on the way. Overlords are scouting for Lambo. Slow Overlords trying to get there, but man, they are not going to get there in time to see any of this stuff whatsoever. Pool on the way from Lambo. Like I said, I think he'll be fine. Well, I don't know. This is Cheese Compilation. Maybe he won't be fine. I don't actually know. You can't tell how long this game is either, can you? I bet you can't. I bet you can't tell. Lings moving now, taking this left path so that scouting overlords can't see them. That's exactly why they're doing it. 6 moving down. Is he making more? He's making 2 more. He's got a queen. He's going for a Baneling Nest, so it's a 1-base Ling Bling all-in type thing here. And TLO is actually spending his money pretty well. The Baneling Nest helps with that. Does he have enough larva to do this thing? Oh, no, I'm going to say, is speed done? No, speed's not even halfway done yet for TLO. It's close. It is close to halfway done, not quite there. Lings moving in. Do the Lings reveal themselves in time to give Lambo an opportunity to build defense is the question. Is he going for a 3rd hatch? No, he's just bringing a drone down to the natural. I was like, dang. You're going 3 hatch against TLO. You haven't even scouted anything yet. He does scout the lack of a natural base. At this point, yes, throws down a spine crawler. At this point, making a bunch of Zerglings here. Lings are trying to knock down this natural base of Lambo. I think Lambo can afford to lose it, though. I really think he can. I don't know that he wants to bring these Lings in. He's just trying to keep his hatch alive, though, by distracting TLO's Lings with his Lings, which he can't beat. I don't think. He doesn't have the numbers for it, especially now that 4 more have shown up for TLO here. The Baneling. There we go. Baneling coming in. That's a sound that Lambo did not want to hear. He's making a Baneling Nest of his own. The speed is done. Oh, speed is done for TLO. That is such an advantage in these Ling Bling battles. Lings, if you want to engage with us, Lings, go. Oh, bad. Lambo gets pinned. He gets pinned against the wall. Several of his Lings die. This might be it. This might be it for Lambo. This might be all that she wrote. The Lings are inside killing, well, almost killing a drone there. Sort of killing a drone. I don't know. Baneling's going to waltz here into this mineral line. Can the drones get out? Yes, the drones are getting up, but there are Banelings there too. Oh no, there are so many Banelings. The big time hits. Can the drones save the day? Banelings, are they going to crash on the spine crawler? They are. They're going to hit the spine. No, they want to get these drones too. Okay. Getting drones that are very, very low on HP is not that difficult. And down to 5. Down to 5 drones so far is Lambo, and the Lings are pretty much, they're gone for TLO, but more Lings are showing up now. Lings just bypassing all these queens. There are defensive Zerglings here. for Lambo, though. Look at him picking off wounded drones like they're wounded gazelles. And another drone dead, down to 3. Down to 3 is the Lambo. Here's so many lings pouring across the map. I don't think TLO has even made any workers in this game. But he's up 13-3 counterattack from Lambo. He's hoping TLO's maybe droning up after all of this, but I don't know that he is. Lings moving up north. TLO's heading on south. Is he going to base race him? He's not really sending his lings back home to defend. Oh, now he is. Now he is. He saw what that was. He's like, wait, hold on. Banelings here for TLO. Any Banelings? Banelings coming in for Lambo as well. This is still kind of anybody's game. I know it's 15-4 here, but actually knocking down Lambo's Banelings is a really bad thing, as it turns out. And does get 3 lings, does that final Baneling, but that was not enough. I don't think it was not enough. I don't think it was enough. 3 queens, 2 queens blocking the ramp into the main base of Lambo. Drones to make sure there's not an expansion up here. Trying to get inside the main, can't do it. There's the block. Spinecrawler in great position to protect the hatchery and this ramp fairly well. Oh, and that's it. A good game, good luck out of Lambo. Lambo's defeated, and a TLO is victorious. Yeah, TLO, just disgusting timings with that Baneling nest. Baneling's morphing inside Lambo's base. He can't really do anything about it. He responded as well as he could. But you guys, this is why you scout. I feel like if Lambo could trade one of his drones mining time and scouted this early and been ready for it, he would, because he's lost. Look, he lost because the Overlord didn't scout the lack of a natural until it was too late. It was too late. So, bummer for Lambo. Good one for TLO. We'll be back with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back to Pro Cheesy Compilation. This will be a game between Bunny and Impact on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Impact. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Bunny. Did I say Terran? I meant Zerg. Zerg from Impact here. All right, so a ZVT here. Going to be a cheesy type situation. We'll see who comes out on top in this one. Again, ZVTs have a lot of options for cheese. They just do. A lot of options for really early Baneling busts and Roachling Ravager pushes and medevac drops and cyclone rushes and planetary fortress rush. Okay, probably planetary fortress rush is not exactly how this works, but at the same time, I guess you could try it. You could try it against a Zerg. Let me know how it works. Pool first from Impact. Oh, is he going to be our cheeser today? Is he going to get some lings out and at least try to knock down this expansion that Bunny's going to try to throw down here? Does a 1 Rax expand out of him? He's got his gas. Under construction, his barracks is about 50% complete as well. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this if I'm Impact. I guess I just haven't seen a situation in a while where these lings are able to stop the construction on this command center. Terran players seem to have kind of figured out to keep your Reaper at home in situations where you don't quite feel like things are safe, and that deals with it pretty well. That problem is not much of a problem for long. And it is a Reaper, so let's grab our Reaper name list. And it's a long one, so let's take a deep breath and introduce Gabriel. Gabriel was a happy little boy until the Zerg showed up at his home planet and killed his entire family and infested him. Oh no. Now having broken free from the Zerg's control with the help of infested Stukov, yes, Stukov, Gabriel has created his own horrific version of the Reaper suit out of the bones and flesh of dead aliens. Oh. Don't ask how the jetpack works if you wish to remain sane. It is now happily hunting down any and all things that remind him of his dead family or the Zerg, all the while humming and singing like the once innocent little boy he used to be. Whoa. All right, Gabriel, rough life, rough go. You were given a tough hand by the universe. So killing Zerg seems fair in the situation. You were infested. You were recovered by Stukov, who is okay with you killing Zerg, I guess? I don't know. This story doesn't necessarily hold up, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Gonna try to knock down a hatchery by his lonesome. 2 lings coming on up. This might actually work for Impact. Can they get the SCV built in the command center? He's behind the command center and pausing it at 1,300 out of 1,500 available hit points there. Reaper Gabriel has no kills, but still singing and whistling that tune. Lings. Oh, they're gonna kill him? Gabriel. That was rough. Oh no, the lings got inside. Oh no, Zerglings are here inside the main base of Bunny. He should be okay. He should be just fine. 2 Zerglings that are already injured versus SCVs is not generally a good fight for those Zerglings. They don't doesn't turn out well, especially if a Marine is here. And yes, okay, that Zergling body just fell off the edge of this tall building and is dead. Very tragic. All right, so, I mean, temporarily paused the construction of the command center. Bunny immediately sent another SCV out to finish it. So slowed it down a little bit here. The Reaper obviously did nothing. So that is the benefit of this pool first as well. I don't know. The pool first really did shut down the 3 racks. Went ahead and delayed the expansion by Bunny. And we're just kind of moving into a regular type game here. Lings are running in to scout stuff out. They probably could have gotten up there unless the reaction time for Bunny is great. And you know what? It is. It is great. He probably would have lifted the supply depot anyway. Hellions moving out here for Bunny. Got 2 of them. Got a medevac on the way. Got additional Hellions on the way as well. They're already 2 out. How does he already have 2 out? Yes, he's got 4 out already. 6 is going to be the total here possibly. And Cloak for Banshees. So a Hellion Banshee push. 3rd hatch on the way for the impact as well. And yep, this is going pretty well, I would say, for Bunny. He's doing fine. He's doing just fine. How can I deal with these Hellions? Roaches is the answer, and here comes the drop. Here comes a Hellion drop out of Bunny, moving from left to right across your field of vision here, which is that's actually something they say in American football games, is because they switch directions that are going every quarter, so they have to remind the audience if they're listening to it on the radio, which I guess happens fairly often. But from left to right across your screen, we have the Green Bay Packers. Queens shutting down this drop, though. This drop tried to go right inside the main base. There were 3 Queens sitting there. No. Lings running into the front door. The Great Wall of Supply Depots is not done yet. Can they take down these Hellions? They got one of them. Got one of them, but there are a lot of Zergling carcasses here as well. Actually picking off a couple of the SCVs while the Hellions are a little bit distracted with their buddies. And no, 2 SCVs dead in exchange for 12 Lings to this point. That is not a fair exchange at all. Impact is extremely struggly here. Although Nidus network on the way. Okay, Nidus makes things interesting. He's got his 3 bases up. I don't know that he has to do this. There's a Banshee on the way from Bunny. I don't know. Spore Crawler on the way, and both of the mineral lines here, so detection will be available. And there is a lair, obviously, because there's a Nidus worm, or Nidus network on the way. Hellions coming on in, getting picked up at the 3rd base, going to try to land here at the natural base. And Spore Crawler Queen, pretty good, especially with roaches on the ground. Okay, Nidus network has popped. Nidus worm coming up pretty much right in the field of view of our Terran player. He sees this. Yeah, he totally sees this. All right, so the answer to this problem that Bunny is trying to deal with here is how do you kill the Nidus before everything pops out? Oh, the transfuses! Oh, the instant pop out of the transfuses by impact, and that's a good game by Bunny. Oh, no. Instant good game out of Bunny. Zerg player's doing pretty well in this, you guys. Zerg has some pretty good early options. Man, did you really have to tap there? 3 Queens out. Roaches are just going to keep pouring through. Right, oh, there are still 3 roaches inside. There's still 3 Queens inside. Did he move wounded Queens inside the Nidus and pop? If Impact was managing what was inside the Nidus network while it was popping out and transfusing it, I am incredibly impressed. He has an Overseer because the Banshee can cloak possibly. I mean, he is so prepared for this. And it worked so well. Wow, incredible job. All right, so that's more cheese. Again, I'm not picking these based on who wins. This is a lot of Zerg wins, I know, but maybe we have a few left. Maybe we can find some other races getting victories instead of the Zerg. We'll be back with more in just a second. Welcome back to the Cheese Compilation. This is a game between Harstem and Neeb on Proxima Station, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Harstem. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Neeb. Who's going to be our cheeser today? Who's going to be the one to have the early kind of attack here? Whether it's cheese, whether it's a timing attack, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen between these players. This is also from Katowice 2017. So it's a little bit older, but it checks out. It checks out, sir. So I'm just really watching this. Both players are sending probes across the map at exactly the same time, meeting exactly in the middle of the route they have to take to get to each other's bases. Like, that is just the timings. The timings, you guys. Again, this is PvP, so there's an accepted build for this matchup that you want to follow if you're a Protoss player. As you can see up here, you have gateways, you have pylons, you have probes. This is going to stay the same until Cybercore, and then things might differ up a little bit. Or we could see a Nexus actually walling, both players walling off straight up. Nobody wants probes inside their own main base. This is incredibly mirrory. Double assimilator coming in for both players at exactly the same time. How does anybody even win if everything is just made at the same time by these players? Probes, attacking pylons on both sides of the map, both players getting their gateways up as well. And until the cyber core is out, there really isn't much that can change here. So gateway, cyber core down at exactly the same time. It looks like Neeb's was a little bit earlier. A little tiny bit earlier here. Harstem's a little tiny bit behind, but that's not going to make a huge difference here. This probe might actually, I mean, doing some damage to the pylon here. This one is of Harstem's. Neeb actually is bringing his probe back home because he's like, hey, you, get off there. Get off there now. You big meanie face. I mean, there's no way this probe actually gets this pylon. If he was left alone, possibly, but Neeb decides to bring his probe back to defend this pylon's honor and its life. And there we go. Zappity zap. Get out of there. Nobody likes you killing my pylons. It's wounded, though. 92 out of 200 hit points available. Shield's already gone. Stargate on the way from Neeb. Oh, and a Stargate from Harstem, too? These players, man, both getting stalkers as well. They are following the 100% no variation exact same build. The only difference so far is that Harstem sent his probe back home to defend his pylon, whereas Neeb did not bother. I guess he didn't really need to. This pylon was in no danger of falling. All right, so who are we? Who is getting Stargate? Stargate. Expansion Nexus on the way. Expansion Nexus on the way for dude. Oracle on the way from Neeb, and Harstem is going Phoenix. Oh, we have a difference. We have a difference, everybody. So Phoenix versus Oracle. I feel like Phoenix is probably going to win that battle just because Oracles can't shoot up. They can't shoot straight ahead of them, which is always just weird to me. Like, are there other things in the world that can fly, like military aircraft that can fly but can't shoot other military aircraft? Thinking about it, my mind keeps coming back to the A-10 Tank Hunter, which is actually a super old, I don't even know how to, combat aircraft United States Army has. It's just kind of a slow-moving, incredibly great ground support plane. I mean, it's used in ground battles. It has a lot of cargo space as well, and it just actually got renewed for the next couple of years. So interesting to see how some old tech still has its uses. Phoenix are out. Oracle trying to do some damage, but no, taking immediate shots from the Phoenix. Kill as many probes as you can. One? Yeah, one. Kill one probe. Ow. That hurts. That hurts immensely. More Phoenix coming in from Neeb here. He is just kind of going mass Phoenix. Harstem making Phoenix of his own, which is just fine. Actually, hold on. Did he, Harstem, coming in with his Phoenix? What the? Okay, yes. So his Phoenix moved across the map here. Defensive Phoenix from Neeb are here. Okay. He has two of his own. It's 3 versus 2 here. And actually losing one of his Phoenix. Not getting target fired very well, though. Oh! Keeps all of them alive, does Harstem. That was a big deal. That was a big deal. Keeping his Phoenix alive in this situation. Photon Overcharge comes up for Neeb a little bit late. A little tiny bit late there. Another Stargate on the way from Neeb. Another one here from Harstem. And he's getting a robotics facility, though. So is this just like mass Phoenix versus Phoenix? Photon Overcharge trying to kill these pylons, or the Phoenix, as they get too close to Neeb's mineral line. Just kind of getting rebuffed. But I mean, it is 5 Phoenix to 1 right now. Picking up a probe that was just probably scouting or trying to go for a third base of some kind. So Harstem has map control. At this point in time, I'm not even sure if these stalkers are enough. Photon Overcharge available? No. Mothership core likely going to die here. Well, picking off the wounded one there is Neeb. Nicely done. Phoenix versus Phoenix. It is the battle of air superiority here, and Harstem is winning this thing handily. It's 6-0. 0 Phoenix. Why is Harstem going home? Keep pushing your advantage, man. There's no reason to go home at this point. Kill as many stalkers as you can. Kill as many probes as you can. New mothership core here, and does have enough energy immediately for the photon overcharge. So that's good. That is excellent, excellent news from our mothership core here. Picking up a stalker. Feeling like the numbers are adequate to possibly kill a stalker. Photon overcharge not being used yet. Saving it. Saving it. So many probes going to die here at the natural base, though. Come save it, stalkers and Phoenix. Oh, that's it. Neeb with a good game. Neeb is out. Neeb is out, and Harstem wins the Phoenix battles. That is crazy. That was a good one. 8 Phoenix to 1 for Harstem. Neeb lost 6. Oh, man, that is just a shellacking. a shellacking. Look at this. 300 resources lost total by Harstem and 1,800 by Neeb. Just a beautiful, beautiful opening. Getting air superiority and winning the game is Harstem. Nicely done. Way to represent. We'll be back with more cheese coming up in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation. This will be a game between Ptitdrogo and Zanster on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Ptitdrogo. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Zanster. So Zanster versus Ptitdrogo here. We will see who the cheeser is going to be. Protoss needs a win, you guys. Ptitdrogo, Protoss needs a win. I don't know. This doesn't look like anything cheesy out of Ptitdrogo. He's throwing down a pylon inside his natural base. He's going to take his natural. There's no reason not to. Zanster, are you going cheese Ptitdrogo? Are you going to go pool first here? No, he's going to go hatch first. Okay. All right. Maybe there is still some hope. Gateway up for Ptitdrogo, going for an assimilator here as well. The nation of France and Protoss everywhere are counting on you, Ptitdrogo, to win this match. We need a Protoss win so bad, and I don't watch these. I promise. Cross my heart, hope to die. I do not watch these in advance. I do not know who wins. I just grab matchups. I look and see what the matchup is. I look and see how long the replay is based on the file size for these things. And if this is all Zerg all the time, so be it. It fully represents how short games have been going in professional StarCraft 2 games recently. Extractor and Pool on the way from Zanster as well. About 16 supply on those ones. And there we go. There's the Nexus. So Gateway expand for Ptitdrogo. Nothing too crazy here. I mean, our only hope at this point, I feel like, for Ptitdrogo is that he just holds some crazy all in that Zanster goes for, and then Zanster just taps out. So this very well could be what happens. Cybercore on the way from Ptitdrogo. I like the positioning of this pylon. Photon Overcharge will kill Lings that are up here trying to knock on these buildings on the front door. Not great against roaches, this positioning, just because it won't hit roaches that are attacking from the front door. But Ptitdrogo has enough time to throw up a secondary pylon if he feels it is necessary. The only thing that can really threaten him this early are the Zerglings. All right, so pool's done for Zanster. He is working on speed right about now. And by now, I mean he's not getting speed. Oh, he went some Lings first, and now he's getting speed. There it is. Whew, okay. So he is going to go ahead and just drone up at this point, making 4 Zerglings, which is nothing at all. Nothing at all insane here. What? I don't know. How is this game short? I'm looking. I am looking. Lings are moving across the map here for Zanster, but early warning system is this probe, right? The probe's getting chased by 4 Zerglings. Plenty of time for Ptitdrogo to get up an Adept at home to deal with this thing. It's going to be a Stargate from Ptitdrogo. All right, so Stargate follow-up after the Cybercore is nothing too strange. Adept going to try to save that probe. Too late. Actually, probe is dead. Never mind. Going to try to kill some of these Lings, though. 1 and 2. There we go. 1 Ling dies. They have pretty interesting death animations. Oh, shoot. Zerglings taking the northern route, though. Zanster going for a lot of Lings that I'm pretty sure Ptitdrogo doesn't know about. Got a stalker at his front door. He's not walled off by any means. Where's your mothership core? Do you have a mothership? Hang on. He skipped mothership core. Oh, no. All right, so the Lings showing up. Speed is not done yet. They're going after this pylon, and the probes are like, oh, beep. Oh, beep. We're in trouble. More Lings joining the party. Probes fighting. That's not what you want to see. That's not what a 1-to-1 ratio of probes versus Lings is not a great battle at all. He really wants to kill that pylon. Oops, speed's up. I think Ptitdrogo is toast right now. Stalker just terrible against Zerglings, and Stalker is not gone yet. Pylon kind of the... There we go. Getting the pylon. Depowering the gateway and the cybernetics core. Mothership core does pop, but there's no pylons. A photon overcharge. There was a quick pause here, I guess. Photon overcharge does get several shots off before the pylon dies, and that's just it. It's just mass Zergling all over the place here for Ptitdrogo. Pylon's gone, and that's it. He's out. Good game from Ptitdrogo. Zanster's victorious. Why? We can't get a Protoss win here, you guys. I'm trying. I'm pulling all the Protoss short games I can find at this point, and I just can't find one. Can we get one for the next game? It might be the last. Maybe. Maybe we can. Stick with it. Stick with it. Don't go home yet. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation of Pros, everybody. This is a game between Probe and Cham on Proxima Station, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Cham, who we've seen before. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Probe. Okay, Probe. Probe. The hopes of all Protoss everywhere are resting on your shoulders. Okay, so maybe not all Protoss players everywhere are watching this, although, you know, they totally could be if I got, you know, a few million views, which... Anyway, Probe's from Australia, so he's going to go ahead and be representing Australia. He's also part of Root Gaming, which is a very excellent organization to be part of. I like Root. I like Root a lot. Not that I'm biased towards them or any such stretch, but you know. And since I can't remember where Cham is from, let's check him out. Cham is from Mexico. Oh, so Australia versus Mexico here. He's also from Root Gaming. Oh, it's an intro Root squad. Little affair here. Hatch first. Out of Cham, we do have a gateway. Into an expand. Out of the probe. Nothing too insane here by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see. What else is going on here? Man, it's getting hot. It is getting hot. I have central air, which is awesome. I am very lucky to have central air, but man, this room with a gaming PC in it, with the door closed, gets toasty. There's like a vent right by my chair even, and in the summertime, I'm just kind of sweating at my desk every once in a while. Maybe I'll try opening windows in the evening. It does get fairly cool here in the windows. Proxy pylon from Probe. Is that a ninja? We'll call it a ninja. In the top left, it's far enough away from Cham that it's not a proxy. Hatchery does end up popping here, and the Cyber Core is going to finish any second, but so is the pylon. This is well timed by Probe right now. So can he get in there and chuck down the something? What are you saving up money for, Probe? What are you saving up money for? It's got to be a Stargate, right? Got to be a Stargate. 150, 150, everything else. It is a Stargate. Okay. Ninja Stargate here from Probe. This Probe is not done yet. Probe's Probe is not done yet, dude. Such a confusing name to have for a Protoss player. I mean, I guess it would probably be more confusing if he was like a Terran player, but at the same time, Probe's Probe just sounds a little bit weird. Oh, I miss the sky view, the planet view here on this map, Proxima Station. It's been a while. I feel like since I've had a cast that had one of these, this beautiful view in it. Look at all those lights down there. Okay, well, let's pay attention to what's going on in Zergland. Zergland is going for a Roach Warren. Fantastic. Not going for a third hatch. At this point, an Adept is moving across the map for a Probe. 24 to 28 total harvesters, and Stargate's done. It's got to be an Oracle, right? It is. It is, in fact, an Oracle. Gonna pop out here, and should we name the Oracle? We're kind of running out of Oracle names. If you want to submit some more of those. In general, how this works is the Oracles are female, so you can give them female names, but whatever. We're pretty easy here. Let's see. That's Reaper names, and Oracle names is over here. So this is Dr. Awkward, the Kaprulu sector's top researcher studying aeobophobia, the fear of palindromes. Dr. Awkward had her funding cut as the Conclave, let's follow her real quick, shifted resources to military research. Not wanting to study radar, star rats, or mega gem weapons, Dr. Awkward, or Anna as her friends call her, started killing drones. Left her lab at Nautat Station accompanied by her dog Kayak, hoping beyond hope to end the war one worker at a time, and one day returning to her research. Holy smokes, 8 kills! 9 drone kills. Adept back here in the natural base, murdering everything as well. Checking, that might just be it, you guys. That's 9 worker kills between that Adept and this Oracle here as well. Oh my goodness gracious. 7 kills on that Oracle. Well done indeed, Dr. Awkward. And and then a Nidus follow-up from Cham? No! You're doing so well. So well. All the probes get in there. All the probes get it. Get it. Queens are popping out. Roaches are popping out as well. Can they? The transfuses are too good. No. The photon overcharge is up. Okay. Photon overcharge helping here. The transfuses for Cham are amazing. The Nidus Worm does get killed. It does get killed here. And Oracle lending her powers. Dr. Awkward versus this Queen. The Queen does end up falling. Another Oracle shows up holding the day. 10 probes did get killed. It's 33 to 22 workers though, and I think that might be it for Cham. He has a Spore Crawler in his main mineral line. His natural mineral line does not have any Spore Crawlers at all to speak of. Dude, go. What is that? Is that another Nidus? Another Nidus erupts! Oh no, the follow-up by Cham. Mothership Core does not have enough energy for a photon overcharge. Might just be better to die. Might just be better to die. Oracle's trying to hold it. Can they kill these queens before they die? There are stalkers in here helping as well. The transfuses are unreal and popping back inside the Nidus Worm. 4 more probes get killed. Dr. Awkward is dead. The roaches are popping out here. Mothership core gone as well. Stalkers and Adepts trying to hold off against the things that keep erupting from this unholy abomination coming out of the ground. Get the Nidus, and they get the Nidus. And they get the Nidus. Another Oracle coming in. Oh, look at this. Going after Cham's. Oh, Cham's drones are unprotected, the natural base, and that's it. Wow. Cham with a good game. A probe gets the win. Protoss is victorious and vindicated in StarCraft 2 Vil. Oh, that was good. That was a wonderful win there by Probe. I mean, that's a lot of dead stuff here. 14 dead probes and 12 dead drones. I can't shake the feeling that Cham probably could have held on if he just thrown up like a spore crawler in this mineral line. It would have helped a lot. I loved the double Nidus follow-up to getting caught with his pants down against that first Oracle, though. That was nice. I like that a lot, but it didn't work out. Did not work out. The creep is receding. The Oracle owning everything that is in this mineral line. 35 energy remaining. Would have killed all of these drones. Is that really that many drones here? Wow. There's more drones here than I thought. What is that, 14? 8, 9, 10, 12. 12 here. Yeesh. All right. So congratulations to Pro being our Protoss victor in non-PvP matches today. But I think that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another Pro Short Games compilation. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.